What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon TCG Live today with my Mega Diancie deck. That's right, we got Mega Diancie EX and Mega Gengar EX. If you don't know, they're over here. I don't know if it's more efficient to, it depends on what cards you want, but you can click on it, seal the cards, and then you can pick up the Mega Diancies for these purples or the Mega Gengars for these purples. And it comes with some other new cards and stuff. But Mega Diancie is pretty sick card. It is not a fairy, even though like Gen 6 fairies came out, but it's still a really sick Mega. It is a psychic, and if you haven't seen it yet, it has the ability Diamond Coat. It says this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks after applying weakness and resistance, which makes it so we basically have 300 HP. But if we're not getting one-shotted, taking reduced damage every turn can make quite a big difference, especially if you put like a Bravery Charm on this dude. We got 320, and then we're taking 30 less. That's not too bad. And it's actually, I think, the same as an older Mega Diancie, which I used way back in when it was still around and had a lot of fun playing with that. But Mega Diancie, this one is attack Garland Ray. For 2 psychic energies, it does 120 damage, and then it says discard up to 2 energies from this card, and this attack does 120 damage for each card you discarded in this way, which means you can do 240 damage, which isn't bad, which is not great, but I mean, it's one-shotting basic EXs, and that's pretty much it. The thing is, though, you can attack on your first turn with this thing. We do have a weakness to steal, which is not fantastic. No resistance, and then we have a 1 retreat cost. But the way you can attack with your first turn with this thing is with the new wondrous patch. It's like Dark Patch or Aqua Patch or Metal Saucer or whatever. So this is for psychic Pokemon. We can attach a basic psychic energy card from our discard pile to one of our basic or one of our benched psychic Pokemon. So we just have to have a Mega Diancie on the bench, get a psychic energy in the discard pile, the wondrous patch to it, and then we can attach for a turn, and then we can retreat for free with our Latias EX, whatever's in the active spot, and attack with our first turn with Mega Diancie EX, which I think is the highlight of it. It is kind of tanky. It's not the most tanky, though. I mean, like Mega Absol and Mega Kangaskhan were being used recently and are disruptive and tanky and stuff. Mega Diancie doesn't have that disruptive factor to it. It's much more offensive, and it doesn't draw, and it doesn't discard cards from your opponent's hand. But I think it can still be kind of a cool attacker. As you can see, the way we're going to be playing it is not with Mega Gardevoir or with maybe Metagross. We're going to be playing it with it as like the main attacker and just a little Xatu line to accelerate energies to it, in addition to the wondrous patches, because we're going to be getting rid of 1 or 2 energies every single time we attack with this thing. We'll need some energy acceleration. I think in addition to the wondrous patch would be nice. So I'll throw the full deck list up on the screen so you can see it real quick. We'll go over the numbers and then we'll hop into the games. The cards just came out today, so this definitely could be tested more, but I've been having a lot of fun with it. Like I said, it reminds me of the old Mega Diancie, and it's just fun being able to go fast and attack on your first turn, or at least try to. Yeah, we also have the Mystery Garden in here, which isn't new, but it does help out Mega Diancie. It's a way to get psychic energies in the discard pile, way to draw some cards, gives us some draw in addition to Xatu. We have a couple other attackers in here. We have the Clefairy, of course, to be able to one-shot dragons with Diancie, like Dragapult. And the supporters, I'm like not 100% sure on. The research do feel really nice because we do want to get those energies in the discard pile. But then like Lillie or Arven, and I did have an Iono in here at first, but when I drew it, I was like, I'd just rather have something, one of the other 3, Arven, Lillie, or research. So I ended up taking out the Iono. But yeah, it's been pretty fun. Let's go over the numbers and we'll hop into the games. So first card here, going left to right, is this Enamorus? I saw it in a Gardevoir list recently, and I've seen it on the ladder as well. It's got the first attack Heart Sign, 30 for 1. You can one-shot Badu. But the second attack Love Resonance. For Psychic and 2 colorless, we do 80. And if any of your Pokemon in play are the same type as any of your opponent's Pokemon in play, this attack does 120 more damage. So we're doing 200 on a single prizer. 3 energies is a little costly, but with the patch, with Xatu and attachment, we can power it up in a single turn. But with a Vitality Band in addition, we can hit for 210. And then we can one-shot Cornerstone Ogerpon, which Diancie can't touch because we have an ability. So I haven't played against Cornerstone yet, but this card seems really necessary for that. And also a single prizer, it could one-shot Fez, it could one-shot, you know, the other 210 Pokemon or less. It seemed pretty decent. And I have used it in games, even though I haven't played against Cornerstone. It's just not a bad attacker. Then we have the Latias in here for free retreat, of course. Give us basic Pokemon play whole free retreats. We can attack with pretty much everything in the deck too, something to note. Then we have the Lillie's Clefairy, the Fairy Zone ability. The weakness of each of your opponent's dragon Pokemon in play is now Psychic. So even though we aren't fairies anymore, freaking Psychic types are buffed with this Clefairy that makes it so they can hit dragons for weakness. So Psychics are both Psychic and Fairies, all of them, and they all get to hit dragons for weakness. Woo! Then we got this Diancie, of course. We have 3 of it. It's our main attacker. You obviously, you know, can't attack with, once 2 get knocked out, your opponent wins because you give up 3 prizes, but I still think you want the 3 probably. Then we have the Mew. We're like a turbo deck, so being able to draw with Mew is good, but it's also a decent attacker. Being able to hit Dragapult for weakness and copy its attack or copy any other attacks. We have 0 retreat also, so it's a pivot. Then we have the 2/2 Natu Xatu line. Xatu with its clairvoyant sensibility. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic psychic energy card from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon, specifically bench. If you attach energy to a Pokemon in this way, draw 2 cards. Same with the patch, it has to be to the bench, but with Latias to give free retreats, we also have an Air Balloon in here, and we're going with Prime Catcher for the A spec. We have ways to get in and out of the active spot and get our guy that we power up with Xatu to the active to attack. And then the Natu, it's what it is. Then we have the 1 Fez, of course, for the draw. Once a guy gets knocked out, we can draw 3 cards. And then Cruel Arrow we could attack with. Nice thing is with Xatu, unlike Wondrous Patch, this has to be to Psychics, but we can accelerate energies to Fez with Xatu. And then we have the 1 Squawk. Just because a lot of the times I've been finding you do need to like discard your entire hand sometimes and play a supporter to be able to get the attack off with Diancie, so Squawk helps us to do that with the Squawk and Seize ability. Once during your first turn, you may discard your hand and draw 6 cards. And then for the trainers, we have 1 Vessel. We have a good amount of Psychics, but being able to find Vessel off of Arven or just being able to discard a Psychic off of Vessel to get 2 more Psychics is pretty nice. Just 1 of it though, because I think having more Psychics is more valuable, and we have lots of other ways to discard energies. Then we have 1 Retrieval. Put 2 basic Psychic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand, or basic energies. It's great because then we can get 1 for Xatu and 1 to attach. I think it's nice instead of just having like more Night Stretchers, because I haven't found really even needing Night Stretcher. So we have a 1/1 split of Night Stretcher and it for our recovery. Then we have 4 Nest Balls and 4 Ultra Balls for Pokemon Search. Ultra Balls are great to get those Psychics in the discard pile, and then both Nest Ball and Ultra Ball find all of our Pokemon, well, except for Xatu. Prime Catcher for the A spec. Switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active. If you do, switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. So it's perfect when we're discarding energies off of our Diancie and we need to send up a different Diancie, or we need to switch in something from our opponent's side, move our Diancie that was in the active spot to the bench. You can power it back up with Xatu and then free retreat whatever's in your active back into that Diancie. It's nice instead of a switch card, it's an aggressive like gusting card too. Then we have the 4 Wondrous Patch and then the 2 Mystery Garden. If you haven't seen this card, it says once during each player's turn that player may discard an energy from their hand in order to draw cards until they have as many cards in their hand as they have Psychic Pokemon in play. We're playing mostly Psychic Pokemon. Sometimes you'll find you don't draw that many cards, but I think this is a great stadium for the deck, and great because it's a way to draw or to discard Psychic energies while not having to play like something like more Vessels, because this actually gives us draw. We should be able to find the Psychic. Sometimes it's just you need it in the discard pile, sometimes you need more pieces. So Mystery Garden I think is a great stadium for the deck. For the supporters, I kind of already mentioned we have the 4 Research, going with the Sycamores because we have a Gen 6 deck. Then we have the 3 Arven and then the 2 Lillies for supporters, like draw supporters. 3 Boss. I had 2. I went up to 3 just so we can kind of be aggressive and just try and win the game as fast as possible, because we're not going to be able to one-shot stage 2s. We're not going to be able to one-shot Megas. So we just kind of want to be able to take our prizes as fast as we can. Sometimes we have to 2-KO things and they can retreat them. So we just want to be able to chase them down. And like I said, Arven, Lillie, Research. Research felt the best. Maybe you would want more Lillies than Arvens. I mean, Arven, I was kind of thinking of it similar to Electric Generator, except we're finding Wondrous Patch. It's not as good as Generator, obviously. You can only get 1 energy, but it still is pretty good with the Prime Catcher and then a couple tools. Then we have 1 Penny, just being able to pick up a Diancie after it's taken hits or pick up a liability. It's just a very versatile card, being able to pick up any of our Pokemon except for Xatu, and we get to keep all the cards on it. That's why this is better than Turbo when you're playing mostly basic decks. Don't forget that like I have. And then for the tools, we have 2 Bravery Charm, 1 Vitality Band, and the 1 Air Balloon. The Bravery Charm is great for Diancie. It's also helpful for all of our other basic guys. And then the Vitality Band, 1 for Enamorus to be able to one-shot Cornerstone. And then the 1 Air Balloon for Xatu, but also because when we're playing Arven, you just be able to find the Air Balloon and then, you know, whatever item you need. You don't have to get your Latias down to be able to get your Diancie in the active spot. I like the idea, and I like having the 1 Air Balloon, though I'm not sure if it's 100% necessary. Then we got 12 Psychics. That's the deck. It's been pretty fun so far. Hop into the games, hopefully be able to show it off. All right, we're getting into this first one. Hopefully we can maybe get that turn 1 attack. Whether we can, you know, win the game after that, we'll have to see, but pretty cool being able to go fast, attack turn 1. Hopefully we can do that. Also, I forgot to mention when we were looking at that Enamorus, your opponent and you, I mean, I mentioned it, but I didn't specifically note why it's a good attacker. Is Monkey Doherty's in like everybody's deck, or Fezandipiti, right? And even Squawkabilly being a colorless Pokemon, having a Psychic or a Dark or colorless, as long as we have one of those types in common on our board with our opponent, then we get to hit for the 200. So that Enamorus is pretty nice because of that. Unfortunately, we mulligan and we're going first, so we're not going to be attacking. But that's all right, I think. We'll see if we are getting Budooed. I don't know if this is a Marnie deck or a maybe Dragapult going for a Budoo. I don't know what else playing Budoo. Gardevoir could item lock with Jelly also. Hey, we get to start Mew. That's not bad. Xatu on the bench. Or Natu on the bench. Xatu in hands. We get Arven for a Vessel. Get an energy in the discard. Get 2 more. Well. Ooh. Well, that's great. The only thing is we're not gonna be able to move this after they sob us. So how do we want to do this? I think we do want this down. I mean, I know they'll be able to snipe 2 things. Okay. So I think what we do is we retreat. As long as our Air Balloon's in the deck, once we evolve this, we'll lose that retreat lock thing. And then we'll be able to retreat. And we want to be able to kill them, though. And we don't have a... anything. I think maybe we just... I don't think they're going to Iono us. I think we could one-shot them with this. But I don't think we need to yet. I think we want to hold on to the Psychic. We'll be able to go Xatu attach Psychic. Oh, it looks like Ho-Oh. All right, so it's Ho-Oh Armor Rouge. If we could draw, man, like a freaking Diancie, then we could kill them. I think literally if we draw Diancie, we'd have it. Because we get Arven for Balloon Vessel. They don't even sub us. Well, that was the whole point of putting this guy in the active. Well, I think we go for this still. See what's here. Could hit him with Enamorus, though we don't have any types in common with them right now. But we have nobody to accelerate energies to. I guess we could Nest Ball. Attach one to a Mega Diancie. That doesn't seem too bad. And if we draw into an energy, then we have the attack. Fortunately, we don't really have a way to get our hand down. All right, just an energy. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Sweet. And I'm glad we didn't put an Enamorus down. I kind of forgot. I was saying we need the whole type thing and was like not noticing that they didn't have a Fez or anything. I mean, we needed a lot to be able to attack with Fez there. Or attack with Enamorus and one-shot them. Prime Catcher Psychic. Pretty good cards. I don't think Diancie's dying here. And what do we go after? Probably just try and go 2-2-2. Can they kill us if they get a full bench? No, 240 is what this guy does. So they need something else. I don't think anything they have can kill us yet. Reshiram is their hardest hitter, right? Do they play a metal attacker? Oh, do they play Mawile? This guy does count our bench. But it does what? 160. 20 more for each, 160. It does 200 with what we have. All right. Yeah, I'd say this is pretty freaking good. What did we just kill that Fez? Not too bad. And to guarantee the energy, I think we could just Arven for the patch. But I think we could start with, I think this makes sense to KO this. They seem to not have anything. Let's see what we get off of this guy. Research. Maybe I should have Nest Balled. Can we Nest Ball for this? I don't think we're getting KO'd. Then we don't need to retreat pivot. We just need to get 2 energies attached. And then we could just go for the patch. And get the charm, I guess. And we're good to go. Unfortunately, they're not drawing much of anything. But we're popping off. So if they don't set up quick enough, we're gonna run away with it. All right, Night Stretcher for energy. And then we just need to draw into one. You could Ultra Ball, thin our hand down. I mean, researching away all these bosses isn't fantastic. How much could Reshiram do right now? Oh, are they gonna retreat lock us now? Oh, let's go! Pretty good game number 1. Let's see what we're against here though. And if we have a little bit more of a fight. Sweet. Need to go a second this time. We got the coin flip. Being able to attack turn 1. We didn't get to do last time. But we did freaking mulligan again. What the heck? This hand would have been really nice. Got a ball. We started like, I don't know, Diancie. Although we would have needed to get our Diancie to the bench or another Diancie to use the patch. You can get awkward hands with the patch because you want to get value out of it, you know? Well, we've mulliganed twice and we're starting Fez. All right. Well, we have a garden. We're up against Gardevoir. Yeah, Lillie here. I don't know. It's not great. We have no Psychics in our hand to discard off of Ultra Ball. If we draw into a Vessel or a Psychic, that'd feel a little better. Then we can get Diancie, we can patch to the Diancie, we can play the Garden, then we can Lillie for a bunch of cards. If we draw a Vessel, we could just attack. Right? Because we could just penny the Fez. Not that we're going to be winning that way. It looks like they're getting stuff. Ooh. Well, they're playing the Garden, so we can't even play the Garden. I wonder if they have a Mega Diancie in their deck. Okay. Well, that's not great. Play Garden. Then we Ultra Ball Lillie. And Boss. And we will grab Squawk. I want to kill them. I want to start doing things. TM Evo, Poffin, Lillie. We have Latias. We have 2 Mega Diancies. Prime Catcher, 4 patches. But we're playing our support already. I think we do this. And we're just going to hope to get everything we need. Okay, we got the Latias. We just don't... Oh, we do. We just need a patch now. All right. We're gonna discard everything here, so I think this is fine. Maybe I should... No, we wouldn't have been able to really draw anything. Diancie. We would like to get a Xatu down also. Can we draw anything with this? No. All right, patch us. Come on, just give us the patch. Frick yeah! We got a patch and a Xatu. And a Charm. Do we need the Charm though? Because we have an Ultra Ball here for Xatu. Well, we have Retrieval. We can Ultra Ball away Clefairy in our top deck. And we'll draw a prize. I don't know. And we actually don't even have to discard both energies. We could just discard one. But we didn't need both to attack. I think our most efficient attackers they're all 2 energies. So it's like Diancie or Clefairy. We still need 2. Lost a couple things. All right, they're going to Team Evo out of Gardevoir, it looks like. Oh. Okay. I mean, we're going to kill this guy still. I guess might as well play it for them. I don't know, though. If they got another routes, they could have... I don't know. Why would they bench 3 routes? Well, Monkey Dory. They have to attach to this, though. They have quite a bit of Psychics down already. They're not TM Evoing. They must have Gardevoir in hand. All right. Tanky Monkey. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I think we Ultra Ball away. Clefairy. Psychic. And then we'll research probably. I think we do this. Where do we put the energy? So I think we definitely play this now. We'd be able to draw up to... We draw 1 card with the Stadium right now. Maybe we put an energy on Latias. Maybe we just put one on Fez, because we can snipe with it. That doesn't seem terrible. All right, we drew more energies. Put one here, then we'll research. Draw a card. I'm not sure. Let's just discard. What was our first? Nest Ball would have been our first card. That would have been okay. Then we get a second one of these. I think we put the Air Balloon on him. Second Diancie. Or we could get Enamorus down. We could attack if we find a patch next turn. We're not getting knocked out. And then we're going to hit into them. Well, yeah, I think we do maybe put this guy down. I'm picturing they're gonna hit into us with a Gardevoir. Maybe. We can't one-shot them. They can start moving all those damage counters over to our guy when they accelerate the energies. Oh, or we could just boss and KO something else. Oh, if they go for the confusion, then we can attack with Monkey also, or Diancie also. Enamorus is in the deck, right? Yeah, we haven't discarded it yet. Oh, cool. They have the Mega Gardevoir. I think I called this deck Mega Gardevoir, but it's pretty much Gardevoir, not Mega Gardevoir. I don't think they really play this at all. I think just sometimes they play it. And I don't even know really why, to be honest. But it can hit hard. Okay. Are they just doing that? Yeah, to retreat. They got 20 damage they can move. They can get 80 damage on this guy right now. So they can do 160. They can KO our Squawk, which I kind of would like. To get that stupid thing off the board. Nope, they're gonna KO the Xatu. Well, we do have, I think, a stretcher still. Maybe. Are they putting all of the energies on this guy? Oh no, they're not KOing Xatu, they're just setting up damage. Do we know what's in their hands? Stretcher for Screamtail. I'm kind of tempted just to boss Gardevoir and leave it in the active because they have no energies to accelerate. But they have a 3-card hand now. And I'm already down a couple boss, aren't I? Down 1 boss. I mean, I think it makes sense to, or I could just KO their Monkey Dory. I think we try and go after the Gardevoir. Do that. Draw with this. Got a patch. I don't know which is better to use when. Put energy on this with this. We got a couple patches. Could play this now. Don't know if we have to, but I don't think there's a reason really not to. So I'm just gonna play it. I guess so that we could do the Enamorus attack. But yeah, I played it anyways. And we just hit this thing as hard as we can. They'll have to put, we'll have to go to 280 damage on themselves. Oh, we can snipe them with Xatu now also. All right, they're seeing if they can Mew out of this. We can snipe them with Fez for 2. That'd be cool. Maybe I should have burned some of these balls. All right. Nothing? Let's go, Diancie! It kind of reminds me of Darkrai a little bit. And, you know, you just need those 2 energies and then you can start attacking. But we actually have to lose the energies as we attack. But we're doing way more damage for the amount of energies. Like the Turbo Darkrai deck, you'd need to get, it'd be like 30 times? Or was it 20 times? I don't know, to hit for 240 with that deck, you would have needed like 8 energies in play. We knew that for 2. Damn it. Going first. Excuse me, I probably should have held the patches. Ooh, this is not bad. Oh, we're getting buddied. Well, we just probably put an energy on this thing. And then we can Ultra Ball away Boss Diancie for a Natu. Or I Ultra Ball away Prime Catcher, because then we could Boss. But we're going to need to play a supporter probably to get the energy we need, I'm thinking. So then we just get the Natu down. We're probably going to need to, I don't think we need to Squawk. Like, we're not attacking here. Then we can evolve Lillie for the energy and then attack whatever with the Garland Ray. If they Buddy Boss us, we need Air Balloon or Latias. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just need the 2 energies. Then we're just attacking. And we're getting the energies in the discard pile with Ultra Ball and Research. I remember playing that deck, or just deck, maybe it's just like any other deck with the patch cards. You're kind of like benefiting from getting them in the discard pile, turboing them in there. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Yeah, that, oh, good, thank God. We'll just need the 1. And we got this. I thought we whiffed. Woo! For them, they didn't have anything. I don't know what they healed it for. But Diancie goes burr. We're going so fast right now. All right, I see Ogerpon, Toadschool. Oh, that's a Farfetch'd. I was looking at my OBS. I couldn't tell out of the corner of my eye. I thought I saw a green card, so grass. We'll see if it's grass or not. Penguin. This guy's not a penguin, is he? It's like a bird. No, he's not a penguin. He's got like feathers. Well, we get to go second. Oh yeah, and it is Toadschool right there. Nice. Besides for having nothing in our hands of that's good. Oh good, they mulliganed. It is grass. All right, off these 2 cards, we would like a supporter or like an Ultra Ball. There it is. That's good. We could retreat. No, that wouldn't. I was gonna say we could like retreat Wondrous Patch, but then we still are missing an energy. I think we probably Prime Catch. No, they don't have another 2 prizes on the bench. We want to go for 2 prizes. Okay. Okay. Well, what do we want to knock out? The Chikorita is probably the bigger threat. Or I mean, all we need is another Diancie. do I get Latias or another Diancie? I'm thinking another Diancie. How many patches? We have 3 patches. No, I should probably get Latias. Because we could actually kill with Latias if we randomly get the Vitality Band or something. I don't know. Let me do that. Oh wait, I guess I could have just gotten I could have gotten Diancie and Air Balloon the active. Oops. Well, I don't think we need to play this other tool. Okay. Well, I think we still have it. Just get that guy. Just throw a patch. And I think, I mean, we're putting cards back in the deck with Lillie, but we're seeing 8. I think we're fine to Lillie though, and I don't think Clefairy is worth benching. Okay, good. And I think we can get a Natu down. Can lose this and lose this. Pretty good. And I think we just use the patch. Or no, we should use an attachment. And we're gonna lose those energies anyways. And we could draw up to 4 if we play this and discard that, but I don't think we do that. All right, let's go. So yeah, I had Air Balloon. We had Squawk, Air Balloon, double Diancie basically. So then we would have just needed to draw into patch energy. But because I went for Latias, we needed to draw into Diancie patch energy, right? Something like that. Yeah, I played Nest Ball for that. Yeah, we did find everything. All right. Well, we got Ionode. These Venusaurs are tanky. If we hit for 240 and then they heal for 50 with our attack, we're doing 190. I think we still 2-8 KO them. Well, we have, if we draw an energy here, we KO Ogerpon. That's pretty cool. We got the boss. Oh. All right, we're not down any bosses yet. We're down Prime. Well, I think we just KO the active then. And we'll use Arven. Grab that. Grab. Do we have to just patch? We have no vessel. Just double patch. We're using all of them, but I think that's okay. Here, Lillie would be better, right? I mean, we want to knock out this Hero's Caped, potentially Venusaur, so okay, let's go. Undefeated with the Mega Diancie so far. But ladder did reset. Everybody's probably just trying to get games as fast as possible. I was actually testing another deck when the ladder reset, and then the first deck I played after the ladder reset was Mega Gengar, and I was like, wait a second, there's new cards. I was actually trying the single prize Psychic Gengar from, ooh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna want to start attacking right away. And they can one-shot our Mega Diancies. Hand Disruption would be nice versus them. All right. Okay. All right. Well, at least there's a Psyduck down. They don't need that down. They played that before they even saw what we were playing. But yeah, I'm sure everybody's trying to just get games. I think after I saw it was Gengar, like I was like right away, I was like, man, I gotta see what these new cards are. I think I played it out, but I forfeited before it was done. All right, Artisan could get us a Natu. I forgot we can get that with that. Phantom Rotom. That's kind of cool. Well, less Abras the better. They probably don't ever attack turn 2 anyways, so yeah. Is there a way we could get into turn 2 attack? Maybe with Mystery Garden to get energy in the discard? We're gonna play this. And get a Natu. Nice. We have Latias. Seem to have a lot of good things there. I don't price check the right way. I think I do when I'm not recording a little bit better, but or when I'm just not playing on live. Ooh, Vessel. I didn't see that. We could Arven. No, I don't think we'd be able to play the Garden. I think we have too many cards. I don't think we, yeah. I think we do want that there. Actually, we'd probably want the balloon there instead. So I should put that on Natu. And we have no... Wait. Yeah, I needed to not put that there. I needed the air balloon on that guy. Well, we're just gonna Lillie. Okay. Could charm that. That. I think this guy's fine. Maybe, oh, I should have attached. Well, don't comment on this, but it worked out. No, it didn't. Yes, it did. I was thinking I wanted to get Latias. Or Xatu, not Latias. Also, I should have attacked with Clefairy. It's a Mega Diancie video though, so we're ignoring that. I guess Enamorus with the bands, can it one-shot Abras? Not sure. Well, we're here. I forgot to check if Vessel was in there. Hey, Squawk wasn't in there. Forgot to check if Vessel was in there. Forgot to check if Balloon was in there. I think we could have had it with our first hands with Arven. Because then we could have Mystery Gardens. We would have Vesseled away one card. Attached Psychic. Attached the Balloon. I think our hand would have then been thin enough to use Mystery Garden. Draw one. Now they have 50 HP. We can't knock them out with this. And then we would have been able to get Diancie and attack. And it actually would have made sense to attack, because here now it makes more sense, I think, to attack with Clefairy, but whatever. I probably put too much garbage on the board. I guess we could Penny next turn. If we draw an energy, maybe. Ooh, they put a 2-prizer down. If we can get that guy gone. All right, they're gonna hit us for 40. So of our diamond jacket, our coat, Nest Ball. Well, is Vessel in here? It is. And Air Balloon's in here. Yeah, those would have been good to have. I don't think Prime. We can't KO that with the Prime. That's all right. We'll get rid of Squawk. Get 2 of these. We're so focused now. We got all of it out of the way. Super focused. Gonna do that. Gonna garden for 3. I think that's worth it. Prime Catcher and we KO them. No Prime. But we can boss next turn and KO them. They don't play Hand Disruption, so we just do this, I think. Nice. And I don't think they're attacking us next turn, unless they have rare candies. Okay, it looks like they may have a rare candy. They're gonna take 3 prizes. All right, there's a rare candy. They need... What do we have right now? 280, but 310 because of our ability. All right, and they are placing damage counters also, so that actually bypasses that. I think the plan is KO. Maybe we just KO Fez with Enamorus if we can. I think we could. Okay, that's good. Is Fez on the deck? Fez and Xatu, Prime. Do we have our other stadium? No, they just bumped it. We have Retrieval, a Night Stretcher, a couple Psychics. Okay, so we go this for Fez, I think. And then last guy we want to attack with is Diancie and hope they can't KO it, I think. I'm not sure. I guess Enamorus really doesn't make a difference when we're going in with Diancie. Discard that. We may want that for Diancie. Discard Penny. Discard. I don't know if we need the garden. Yeah. I think we do that. Not that. For that. And also if they bench another 2 prizer, then we'd have a chance. All right. Patch it. Attach it. And we have one more patch, maybe? I don't know. I think we do the boss though, instead of Prime, and then we'll KO with the love. I guess on the positive side, like, we have no 3 prizer on the board. It's nice being able to show off the Enamorus a little bit. And actually, It's possible we could attack again with Enamorus. If we can attack again with Enamorus, I think we still could win if they don't have a Gust. But they probably have a Gust. And Counter Catch will be live for them too. But we could go Night Stretcher, Enamorus, Xatu. But we need Patch and then Energy to attach. Or they Night Stretcher Fez. That would be cool. What the heck just happened? Okay. It looked like this guy was getting shuffled back in the deck. I thought it didn't get shuffled in for some reason, but it was just the enriching. Yeah, they definitely have Gust. They're not benching a Dubrizer. Well, let's see. Maybe we can set up Enamorus and then we force them to go for the Gust. That'd be kind of cool. Let me see. Is there anything? We need Patch Energy. So I think we go. We'll Fez first. All right, we got the Energy. Somebody can grab Enamorus back. I think I'm doing this right. Yeah. And then we can Arven for the Patch. That's pretty sick. Ooh, wait a second. No, I was gonna say we could Gust trap something, but no. And snipe with, we could have, I guess we could have attached, no, we couldn't have attacked with Fez. Yeah, we just hit. I don't think it matters. They definitely have Gust. We couldn't have patched to Fez. Otherwise, we could have maybe like, but they already had the Energy on Alakazam, so they would have been fine. Well, Gust, Alakazam, Energy. Shouldn't be too hard. They should probably have it already. Honestly, I don't know though. Even though with all the mistakes I made at the beginning, I think this is just favored for them. But I could be wrong. Maybe like not going in with Mega Diancie at all. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Well, that could not have gone any better. Overall, very good. Very pleased with how Mega Diancie went. And the deck as a whole worked. The Alakazam matchup, I think I was saying at the end there, like if I went in with Clefairy and then like tried to go in at the very end with Diancie maybe. But I mean, I went in with, they KO'd Diancie, KO'd Enamorus, then they Gusted. If I went in with Clefairy and then Enamorus twice, and never played a Diancie down, they would have, that probably would have been the better thing to do. But besides with that note on the last game, I'm very happy with how the deck worked. Some hand disruption could be nice, specifically for like that type of a deck that's able to come back and be a single prize attacker, but still hand disruption's always like good. I did like the Prime Catcher a lot. Arven was really good, but you do need a prize check to see if the Air Balloon and the Vessel's in there. Squawk was great. I don't think I'd want to play like 2 of it though, even though it's like when you need it, you really do need it. The 2/2 of this, Enamorus was great. Being able to attack with it was cool, even though we lost. 2 Mystery Garden was fine. Penny, I don't think I've played it like at all. So I've not really gotten to see it be like super impactful. But yeah, overall, very happy with the deck. I think just the more you could play with it, the more changes you can make and optimize it more. But I think Diancie can function as an aggressive mega deck attacker on its own with Xatu, which is pretty cool. So if you're interested in trying it out, there'll be a deck list to copy and paste from the description. And yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for chilling, and I hope you have a good time playing with the new Megas. Peace.